Hello everyone, myself Khushi Goswami. Today my presentation topic is a comparative analysis of Daisy Buchanan and Lady Brett Ashley, women in the jazz age and the lost generation. These are my academic details and presentation details. Table of content. My research question is, how do Daisy Buchanan and Lady Brett Ashley reflect the evolving roles and limitations of women in the 1920s? And what do their characters' arc reveals about the impact of societal expectations on female autonomy and romantic relationships? My hypothesis is, while both Daisy Buchanan and Lady Brett Ashley challenge traditional gender roles on the 1920s, their ultimate character's arc reveals that societal expectation and personal insecurities prevent them both achieving true independence. Daisy remains bound by materialism and social status, while Brett struggle with emotional detachment and the inability to sustain meaningful relationship. This highlighting the borders theme of female agency being constructed by cultural and personal limitations. Introduction. The jazz is a period of 1920s known as the jazz age. This period of economic prosperity, cultural transformation, and social rebellion. These In this era, jazz music symbolized a break from tradition. The lost generation, writers and intellectual disillusioned by World War One. In this era, grappled with the theme of alienation, moral decay, and the search for meaning. Writers like Fitzgerald and Hemingway, both part of this movement, capture the restless spirit of their time in the novel Great Gatsby and The Sun Also Rises. Changing gender roles and women's increasing independence. The 1920s saw the rise of the new woman. It means the women's are more independent, socially liberated, and challenging traditional roles. Women are in the some countries. Women are gained to the right to vote, embraced modern fashions and behaviors, and pursued careers and personal freedom. Post World War One disillusionment. This disillusionment is central to both novels. Gatsby's pursuit of wealth and status is a suitable for love, and the expectant community. In the novel Sun Also Rises, Wu drifted through the Paris and Spain in search of purpose but remain emotionally unfulfilled. Background of the novel: The Great Gatsby, written by F.Scott.Fitzgerald. This novel published in 1925. The setting of the novel is 1920s America. The novel explores the theme of wealth, love, illusion, and the American dream. In the novel, the story narrated by Nick Carraway, who observed the tragic love story between J. Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan. This novel highlights the excesses of roaring 20s and critics materialism. Background of the novel: The Sun Also Rises, written by Ernest Hemingway. This novel published in 1926. The setting of the novel is post World War One Europe. The following in the lost generation, struggling with disillusionment. In this novel, story narrated by Jack Burns, an American Vartana, who is in love with Lady Brett Ashley but cannot be with her due to his war injury. This novel explores the theme of alienations, unfulfilled love, and the consequences of war. Characterization: Daisy Buchanan is a wealthy, charming, but shallow and indecisive. She represents idealized love and the unattainable dream. She turned between Gatsby, who is idealized romance, and Tom, he is her security. Ultimately chooses materials comfort over true passion. while Lady Brett Ashley, she is beautiful, charmistic, and emotionally independent. She represents freedom yet remains emotionally restless. She loves Jack but cannot commit to him due to his injury in war. She engaging in affair but never finds fulfillment. Gatsby and Jack, the idealistic lovers. Gatsby devoted to Daisy. She's her as his dream. Gatsby builds his entire life around winning Daisy, while Jack deeply in love with Barrett, but cannot have her. Jack lives in quiet suffering because he knows he cannot have Barrett. Both men idealize these women even when reality contradicts their fantasies. Gatsby and Jack are both romantic idealists, yet their love interest fail to meet their expectation. So, in the case of Gatsby's dream is built on illusion, while Jack's is hindered by reality. So, despite their devotion, they are unable to change the core of their relationships. Love and relationship. The theme of love as desire. Daisy's Buchanan's in the case of for Gatsby represents her dream like past, but she chooses Tom for security. Or Lady Brett Ashley turn between her true love with Jack and passion her affairs. Theme of commitment issues. In the case of Daisy, she wants to have a Gatsby but fear leaving Tom. Or Lady Brett Ashley avoid settling down when even offered stability. Impact on male protagonist. Daisy's Gatsby's obsession with Daisy leads to his tragic downfall. Or Lady Brett Ashley, Jack remains emotionally wounded and unable to move on. The role of wealth. Daisy wealth defines her choices. Daisy's social class matter. She will never leave her privileged world. Or in the case of Lady Brett, wealth is not her priority but freedom is. So Brett lives freely, moving between lovers but never settling. So both women experience complicated loves lives shaped by societal pursuits or personal fear. Daisy is unwilling to sacrifice her status for Gatsby, showing her attachment to privilege. Lady Barrett, through appearing independent, is constantly searching for meaning through relationship. Gender and societal expectation. Women were gaining independence, but true freedom was still elusive. Daisy conform while Barrett rebels. So both struggle with balancing societal expectation with personal desires. Daisy represents the traditional dependent women, while Barrett embodies the new woman of 1920s. Yet both are ultimately unsatisfied with their choices. Neither is truly free. Daisy remains trapped in privilege, Barrett in emotional instability. Symbolism and theme. uh, Theme of materialism was love. In the case of Daisy, she chooses wealth and comfort lover Gatsby's love. So in the case of Lady Bread, she values emotional excitement but remains unsatisfied. Social expectation. And in the case of Daisy, she conforms to the role of a rich wife despite personal conflicts. So in the case of Lady Bread, defines traditional female roles, but she's still emotionally trapped. Illusion was reality. Gatsby sees her as a dream, but she is flawed on ordinary. Jack idealized her, but she will never fully commit to him. Identity and morality. Daisy's affair with Gatsby, yet she stayed with Tom, and Lady Brett moves between lovers, including John and Romeo, both engaging in relationships that leads to turmoil. Daisy's betrayal in passive, while Lady Brett's is deliberate but emotionally complex. Neither finds true happiness in their romantic enlightenment, their moral dilemmas highlighting their emotional struggle and conflicts with societal expectation. In my conclusion, Daisy and Barrett are products of their times. Daisy is roaring 20 societal who cannot escape materialism, and Lady Barrett is a lost generation icon struggling with love and freedom. So both women challenging traditional femininity, yet neither find true happiness. So their relationship with Gatsby and Jack reflect larger societal critics, the American dream and post-war disillusionment. These are my references, and thank you. If you guys have any question, you feel free to ask.
Okay, my question is, which character Daisy and Brett would be more likely to survive in the today's society?
From my perspective, Lady Brett is uh, like survive in today's society because she is more independent and adaptable rather than Daisy. In the case of Daisy, she is rely on wealth, and that's why she might not protect from modern times.
She, my question is, why do Gatsby and Jake love Daisy and Brett despite their flaws?
uh, both are despite their love, because both are more connected with their loves. In the case of Gatsby, he sees Daisy as his dream. That's why he ignoring her his selfishness. And in the case of Jack, she he loves Lady Barrett, and both their deeply connection, despite their knowing connection with each other. So Jack knows she never commitment. That's why both are interested in.